Well, the judge fundamentally set a schedule. The most important thing is going to be the legal memoranda and material that come to him on Friday. Those legal decisions, purely legal as opposed to testimony fact decisions, will probably govern almost a good 300, 400, 500 of the objections at least.
Well, there were a lot of objections made to the information that were contained on the face of the ballot. There was objections to the residency of many voters and their right to cast a ballot in this district. And then there were objections made to whether or not election inspectors voted too early, things like that. There'll be 8, 9, 10 categories of objections, I think, when we're done, and then there'll always be some miscellaneous that we cannot categorize. I believe a lot of the challenges have no basis in law or in fact, and I think that will be proved out in front of the judge.
Why not just count them all and let the chips fall where they may?
Well, we'd be for that. It's open ballots. Let's let people be heard and let the people of this district decide who their state senator is.
Based on the objections, and most of these legal objections that are made by me, I have a tremendous faith in the quality of the objections and the basis for those objections, and I expect that when the judge understands what the legal issues are, that he will likely rule that those ballots are invalid. It's a little difficult to argue in a vacuum that hundreds of ballots should not be validated, but the truth of the matter is that most of the objections are tied to failures by voters to accurately seek the ballot and accurately seek the right to vote on both sides. And both sides made those same objections.
So David,
there's always a question as to whether that person had a right to vote, and I think that it'll prove out that most of the people that voted in this had a right to vote, and we should count their ballots.
Do you view any of this as...
I think that the belief that the decisions are made driven by purely partisan bases isn't the case. We objected to certain Republicans. We objected to ballots that would require the other side to make complementary objections, if you will. But as long as those envelopes are sealed, we never know what they are, and I'll give you the best.
There's a lot at stake here, so everybody will use the law to the fullest extent to protect their clients.
Did you hear anything?